Thursday of the daily draw, which means today is Draw with Grandparents, and we're going to be drawing a gorgeous Eiffel Tower picture. It's really romantic. A huge thank you to everyone who sent in Lady and the Tramp pictures yesterday. Mum and I loved going through them. They were just so amazing. Let's get on to the painting. So when we start our Eiffel Tower shape, I kind of want to break it down into 3 different sections. So I'm going to start at the top, and I want a rectangle that's directly in the middle of my page. So I'm just going to start with a rectangle there. I'm then going to bring it down to about here. Actually, probably slightly lower, to about here. And I'm going to take those lines and just curve out to there. And as you can see, I've not gone exactly to that, I've actually gone in. I'm going to join those up, do a rectangle here, and another rectangle underneath. Like that. And then I'm going to continue my curve and just go down to about here, where I'm going to connect it with one big line, and I'm actually going to bring that line out slightly to come back in and just draw like that. And then I'm going to bring my lines way out, probably to about here on each side. I'm not going to curve them around, I'm just going to keep them like that. Because what we're going to do is put in trees on either side, so it doesn't matter about where it finishes really. And the final thing that we're going to do in this step 1 is just put a big semicircle at the bottom. Just like that. I'm going to start this second stage by putting in a very small rectangle on top of the one we already have, and then just putting a very long line on top of that too. So where we've got these 2 rectangles, I'm going to bring a little triangle up, just like this, and I'm going to connect a line to the very top. I'm going to then continue that triangle in this second set to just go down to there. And I'm going to put 3 little squares inside that second rectangle we've got just there. I'm then just going to add a very small line underneath the kind of rectangle shape we've got here. And the very final thing we're going to do in this stage is add a second semicircle, just exactly mirroring the one that we've got there, but just on top. And that's our second stage. For this third stage, I'm going to start at the very top, and I'm just going to add in a little French flag, which I'm going to do 2 wavy lines like that. Just connect them and then do 2 lines down the middle, because the French flag is broken into 3 different sections. I'm then going to come to here, where I'm just going to put 4. They're almost half squares. It's just 2 lines coming and meeting at a right angle, like that. I'm then just going to come back up here, where I'm going to do a very small line, just like that. And I'm going to come underneath as well and do a very small line there. Now for the bit at the bottom where we have the trees. And the very first thing I'm going to do is just connect with a straight line, and it doesn't matter if it's not particularly straight, just connect those 2 lines there. And then at this side, I'm going to completely ignore these bits here, and I'm going to put in some trees. So I'm just going to start by doing a few little lines which are going to become tree trunks. And then on top of those, I'm just going to do some squiggles just like this. And it doesn't matter what kind of shape those are. They're just bits of trees. And then I'm going to bring this down like this, and we're going to have some bushes. Down the side here, I have got the watercolour pencils that I am going to use to paint this picture. But I'm actually not going to use most of them as watercolour pencils. I'm just going to use them as if they were ordinary colouring pencils. I'm only going to add a bit of water on the trees. So I'm going to start by doing the entire of the Eiffel Tower. And all I'm going to do is use this blue to outline all the lines I've already got. I'm not going to change anything. I am just going to copy exactly what we've done at all the previous steps. Now you could add a little bit of water and just soften these lines, but I think I'm just going to leave it as a nice outline. And you don't have to do it in blue, you could do it in any colour. Any colour you like. And don't forget those little half square things that we've got. I've got this outline here, and I'm actually just going to slightly colour in that bit there, but I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to turn that to paint. I'm then going to focus on the flag up here, and I'm actually going to use a black just to do flag post, and then I'm going to take my blue, leave that middle section white, and do that bit there red. So we've got a little French flag at the top. I'm then going to continue with my red, and I'm actually just going to put 2 love hearts in the sky. I'm going to put one there, and I'm going to put one down here because Paris is the city of love. So I'm just going to put those there, and I am slightly going to turn those to paint, but if you are using colouring pencils, then you can just colour them in. So just like that. And there too. And then I'm going to come down here and do the brown for the tree trunks, just like that. And I'm actually going to add a third one in for that big bit there. And then I'm going to, first of all, outline the trees. Just like that. And then I am going to add a tiny little bit of pigment inside. I don't want them to be too dark. And before I forget, there is just a blue line on the horizon. Now I've just put some very simple trees at the bottom of my page, but you could do whatever you like. You could draw people having like picnics and put some grass or do some lovely flowers. You could do whatever you want, but that is my Eiffel Tower picture. I really hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. I love Paris, and I think the painting is just so beautiful. Please don't forget to send them to us, comment on our Facebook, or send it to us on Instagram or Twitter. We just love seeing all of your amazing drawings. Tomorrow we're back, and it is Friday Fun Day. And because everyone loved the Mario and Toad pictures so much, we're going to draw the bad guys. So we've got Donkey Kong and Bowser tomorrow, so make sure you don't miss it.